What did your child do that you weren't allowed to be proud of? I got called into my 8-year-old's school yesterday, found him sitting in the principal's office with tears streaming down his face, but his jaw set like concrete. The principal was absolutely furious. See, there was this bus driver who'd been with the district for 15 years, everyone trusted him completely, but he had this sick habit of making kids who misbehaved sit in the very back seat and then slamming the brakes hard, sending them flying forward. My son had been watching this for months. Kids would come home with marks on their knees and foreheads, but when parents asked, they'd say they fell at recess or tripped in the hallway. The driver would lean down and whisper that if they tattled, he'd make sure they walked home every day, no matter if it was raining or snowing. He'd tell them their parents would never believe them over a respected adult who'd been driving buses since before they were born. This wasn't just occasional rough driving. This monster had a whole system. He'd watch kids in his rearview mirror, waiting for the smallest infraction. Drop a pencil? Backseat. Laugh too loud? Backseat. Forget to say thank you when getting off? Backseat, and a brake slam that would send them crashing into the metal seat frame in front of them. Last week, he targeted this tiny kindergartner named Emma who'd accidentally dropped her backpack in the aisle while trying to find her seat. Made her sit in the very back, then hit the brakes so hard at the next stop that she slammed face first into the seat in front of her and started sobbing red liquid from her nose. Other kids were crying, begging him to stop, but he just laughed and said, "Butterfingers learn the hard way." That's when my son snapped. He'd been secretly recording the driver's abuse with his tablet for 3 weeks, hiding it in his backpack with just the camera peeking out through the zipper. He'd documented 8 separate incidents of this psychopath deliberately hurting children. During lunch that same day, he marched straight to the computer lab and uploaded everything to YouTube with the title, "Bus Driver Hurts Kids on Purpose." The video showed the driver laughing while kids got hurt, calling them little rats and worthless brats who need to learn respect. You could hear him telling one boy with a bleeding lip that accidents happen to snitches who can't keep their mouths shut. The footage was absolutely devastating. Crystal clear audio of him threatening children. Perfect video of him checking his mirrors before slamming the brakes. Even shots of him smiling while kids cried. By pickup time, the video had 1,500 views. Parents were huddled around phones in the pickup line, screaming at administrators who tried to downplay it. The police showed up within 2 hours, and by evening, they got the video removed from social media. They gave my son a week's suspension for unauthorized recording, violating privacy policies, and causing mass hysteria that disrupted the educational environment. But that bus driver, he was arrested that same day in handcuffs right in front of the school, charged with multiple counts of child endangerment. Turns out my son's video helped 4 other kids finally speak up about their injuries, and 2 more parents came forward with medical records. The principal lectured me for 20 minutes about my son's dangerous vigilante behavior and how he'd traumatized the school community, while parents in the hallway were literally calling him a hero and asking for his autograph. I had to sit there looking appropriately disappointed and concerned, while every cell in my body wanted to high-five him and buy him ice cream. On the drive home, my son whispered, "Mom, am I going to jail like the bus driver?" I told him he just saved a bunch of kids from getting hurt every single day. We went straight to Target. I told him to pick out anything he wanted, no budget, no questions asked.